Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with One Door Always Lies by MicroStudy. So we have normal Sudoku rules in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box. We are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have a bunch of standard variants. It's a lot for this. This is kind of a special puzzle here. So let's go through each one at a time. I'll go through them in order that they're listed. So crop key pairs. So these are crop key dots. We have white dots and black dots. Between white dots, the digits are consecutive. So if this was a 2, this could be a 1 or a 3. Between black dots, we have a 1 to 2 ratio. So one number is exactly double the other. So if this was a 2, we could have a 1 because 2 is double 1, or 4 because 4 is double 2. We also have XV. These are Roman numerals, basically. So digits separated by a V sum to 5, so 2, 3, for example. And digits separated by an X sum to 10, which is always going to be 4, 6, and a 6x6. Additionally, we have arrows. So digits on an arrow sum to the value in the circle. So let's use this one, for example. This was 2, 3. That sums to 5. There we go. And finally, we have thermos. So digits on a thermo increase from the bulb end. So if this is a 3, this has to be bigger than 3, like a 5. And this has to be bigger than 5, so it must be 6 in this case. All right, so those are the rules, except for every variant, there's exactly one clue that's incorrect. And so there's 3, it looks like there's 3 of every different variant. So there's 3 arrows, there's 3 thermos, there's 3 black dots, there's 3 white dots, etc. Of those 3, 2 of them are correct and 1 of them is incorrect. So just as an example, if this were like 2, 3, 4, 5, these are correct. Oops, sorry about that. I had a massive sneezing fit there. If these 2 are correct, this must be incorrect. So I wouldn't be allowed to make this 1, 2. I can make it 1, 5, or I guess 1, 6, because now it's incorrect. They aren't consecutive, but one of them must be incorrect. So that's kind of the key to this puzzle. That's why it looks so busy. All right, so those are the rules. I know it's a little daunting, but these are all variants we've done before. Hopefully you do give this a try yourself. It's not as hard as it seems. And I am going to get started right now. All right, so I think the place to start is either this X is incorrect or this arrow is incorrect. I don't know if this is how to start, but it's the first thing I'm seeing. One of these 2 is incorrect because we can't have this adding to 10 and then have these 3 add to 6 or less. So either this arrow is wrong or this X is wrong. And then these arrows together can't be correct because you can't put 6 on an arrow. And so in this row where we put the 6, it would be in the bulb of a thermo. So I guess that means the thermo could be incorrect as well. But I guess the other argument would be that these would add to at least 15. And 2 cells adding to 15 isn't possible in a 6x6. Best we can do is 11. So one of these arrows is wrong. And either this X or this arrow is wrong, or both. That means this arrow is correct. So if we know that one of these 2 arrows is wrong, this arrow is correct. So I'm going to find some way. Let's use a green circle on this arrow to denote that it is actually a correct arrow. Obviously one of these V's is wrong. Now, it has to be this V, right? Because let's say this V was... Oh, no, it doesn't have to be this V. I was going to make a bad argument there. If this V was correct, like 2, 3, one of these... okay, yeah, okay. If this V was correct, I was thinking about it, right? One of these other V's would also be correct, and whichever one it was would repeat a digit, right? We'd either have 2, 3 here, or we'd have 3, 2 here. Either way, this V forces forces both of these V's to be wrong. And so this V is the incorrect one. So we can mark that. Let's mark it with an orange X. Because I know red and green can be problematic. Actually, I don't know if orange helps. I'll use like a dark. Fine. I'll use a red X because I don't think orange is any different than using red. Okay. The X is indicative enough. So now we know that these other V's are correct. Oh, I can't mark an O. Okay, the other 2 V's are correct. We know that. So these are definitely from 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 5, 6 pair. These are from 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a correct arrow, so it can't add to 1, but it could add to 2. If it added to 2, this would be a 3. Then we'd have 2 and 4. No, sorry, this would be 1, 4, but we don't know which order it would go in. Actually, we know this would be 4, this would be 1, because this would be double 1. Anyway, I don't know why I'm thinking about that. I don't know that it has to be 2. I think I was trying to rule out 2. But anyway, this white dot, the only way this white dot is correct is if we do 4, 5. And I think it's the same for this white dot. The only way this white dot's correct is if we do 4, 5. So one of these is wrong. That means this white dot is correct. Here, I'll put a green line through correct ones. Maybe that is useful. I don't know. I feel like I'm making the grid more busy, but obviously one of these black dots is wrong. Now, I think it could be any of them. Is there something I can do? It's hard to... I have to find another contradiction because, I mean, I can't use any of these clues until I know which one's the liar. So if both of these were correct, then they would be 1, 2, 4. So we'd have 2. This would be a 2, and that would make this arrow incorrect. So we'd have a 1, 4 pair here, and we'd have a 2 here if both of these are correct. That's the only way to chain 3 digits. We know that, and we know that this white dot's correct. Is that helpful? This wouldn't be the 1 because we couldn't put it with a 2. So it would actually go exactly like this. And then 4 would go with 3 or 5. This would be incorrect, so wouldn't be forced to do anything there. But that would mean this arrow's incorrect. So this would have to be correct with a 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, that's kind of nasty. Maybe I don't need to involve all these. Let's think about this for a second. If this arrow were correct, obviously then this X is wrong. So let's think about that. If this arrow is correct, it has to be 1, 2, 3, 6. That forces this to be a 5. And now this X is wrong and this X is wrong. So the only way to add to 10 is 4, 6. So that's not going to happen. This arrow is not allowed to be correct. This arrow must be wrong. I'll put a red X in it. So that means this X is correct. Oh, sorry, we don't know which X is correct. Well, it means this arrow is correct. And if this arrow is correct, then this can't be a 2. So that means this must be a correct black dot. Now, we have to be careful here because we can't use 1, 2 together or 1, 3 together or 2, 4 together. We wouldn't do 1, 3, but like this can't be a 1, 2. And the reason I say that is because if it was a 1, 2 pair, then this would be 3, 4 adding to 5, which they don't, they add to 7. So it can't be 2, 3. It also can't be 2, 4 because then this would be 1, 3, which adds to 4, not 5. So if it's not 1, 2 and it's not 2, 4, then it has to be 3, 6, I'm pretty sure. There's no other option. So if that's a 3, 6, then this is 4 and 1, and this is a 2, 3 pair, which means that this is a 5. So now we know that this X is incorrect. Putting an X on an X to show that it's incorrect is a little bit funny. This arrow is also incorrect, so we don't know what's going on. But that means this is a correct X, so we can fill that. This is a correct arrow, so it can't have a 6, so the 6 goes here. And then we know that the 2 goes here. We know this is a correct white dot, so the 2 goes with the 3. And then this is 1, 4, 5. Now, one of these does still need to be correct. So we can't put a 5 on it. This is never 5. This is a correct arrow, so it doesn't add to 1. So it does add to 4. The 2, 4 is correct, and so that means that this is the correct one. We'll draw a line for that, and then this is the incorrect one. Cool. We know this X is correct. It's a 4, 6 pair. We know the order, 4, 6. We don't know that this thermo is correct yet. If it was, this would be 2 or 3, which seems okay. Okay, how do we want? Oh, adding to 4 is only 1 3. So let's fill that. Oh, come on, if I can type the right numbers. So we know that's the 1, that's the 3. We get the 5 and the 1. What's this pair? We need a 2 and a 5. We know the order. So now we know this thermo is incorrect, which means that these other thermos are correct. And so this is a 2 or 3. This 4 is correct, so could it be 2 plus 2? I think it could be. It could be 2 plus 2, or it could be 1 plus 3. This would be the 3, this would be the 1. Oh, actually, no. Neither of these two ones look down. Neither of these could be 1, so it is 2 plus 2 equals 4. Nice. Cool, and I think we're almost there. This 4 needs to go up here. It goes here. This has to be a 3, because the remaining digits are 1 and 3, and we can't put a 1 here, because it is a correct thermo. We're going to need a 1 and a 5 up here. Sorry, not a 1 and a 5, a 3 and a 5 up here. So that's the 5, that's the 3. Let's just finish these up. 2, 4, 6 go up here, so we know the order. And then down here, I do need a 1 and something. A 1 and a 5. Oh, okay, so we have this 1-5 pair remaining in both, and this thermo resolves it. And there we go. All right, I mean, it took less than 10 minutes, not too bad. There's a lot to look at, but I think it was mostly clear as we went, like how to find these contradictions. That was pretty neat. Yeah, that worked well. So thanks, MicroStudy, for the nice introduction to the 2 truths and a lie type variant. I think I did publish didn't I do a 6x6 where there was lying arrows earlier? So yeah, I don't think it's the first time we've encountered lying variants, but this is the first time we've done 2 truths and a lie. So that was neat. So yeah, thanks, MicroStudy. And of course, if you enjoyed this content, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.